Oh yeah, here I am. Today we're gonna speak about whammy harmonics. So, if you've never heard about an harmonic, I'm gonna explain what it is. And then we're gonna get advanced and I'm gonna show you how to produce these crazy horse-like whammy harmonics. Hopefully you're okay with not seeing my face today. I figured we really need to hone in on the guitar right now. But one more time, I'm here. It's Chris here. I hope you're doing good. Okay. So what are harmonics and what on earth are whammy harmonics? Well, we've already established how they sound. Like that. But how do you produce them? And why do they sound so freaking high in pitch? And all that good stuff. So first of all, if you've never ever played an harmonic, let's have a look at that. So I'm at the 12th fret now, right above the fret wire, the upper fret wire of the 12th fret. So if I lightly touch the string, I get this sound, which is different from just plucking the string normally like this. Yo, we got stimulant beats. What's up, man? So, this is not the same as this, and the reason being we're playing a harmonic when we're lightly touching the string with our finger. And this can be done on any type of guitar. You can do it on an acoustic guitar. In fact, you might recognize this kind of thing from a famous Metallica song. These are harmonics, right? So, if you've never done a harmonic, let's have a look at that. We're not fretting the note, we're not pushing down the string so that it touches the fret wire. Instead, we are just lightly touching the string. Let me see if we can zoom in on that. Okay, so this would be fretting, whereas this is lightly touching. So this is the first step. If you want to be able to do, you have to be able to do this part. So lightly touch the string and then pick it. Okay, I'm just gonna proceed now, and if you're from the future watching this, then pause the video and make sure you can produce these harmonics. Yes, stimulant beats. You can definitely do it on your cheap, crappy acoustic. The whammy part is going to give you problems, but there are workarounds. You can actually press the string here and create somewhat of a whammy bar effect. Okay, so how do we involve the whammy into the equation, and how do we make it sound so freakingly cool? We're gonna first press the bar like this before we even play the harmonic, and then you're gonna do exactly what I showed you. Play that harmonic on the 12th fret using your pick. Should sound something like this. Press the bar, and there we have it. All the way from low pitch to high pitch. One more time. Press the bar, play the harmonic, release the bar. It's not quite as cool but we're getting there, slowly but surely. So, we're able to produce an harmonic using the simple method of lightly touching the string and picking it. Prior to doing that, we press the bar so that we get the whammy bar effect. Now, let's take it one step further. As you might have noticed, when I do these crazy sounds, I'm actually not picking the string, I'm just kinda doing something magic with my left hand. And that little piece of magic is what I like to call a whip harmonic. Cool, Netwinder wants to be acknowledged. There you are, I acknowledge you. Literally been watching for 10 plus years, man! You're the man, 10 plus years, I like it. So what are whip harmonics? Well, as the name indicates, they work just like a whip, just like you would use Saturday night. Just kidding. But here's the whip. Now, in order to do this, we're gonna do something a little bit special here. We're gonna gauge the distance to the note we're targeting, which is still that 12th fret G string here. We're aiming for the exact location above the fret wire. So what I like to do is use the end of the fretboard here to kind of gauge where I need to be. And once you've established this distance, you can just move around the hand in this exact same position, and you're going to be able to find very cool harmonics. So this is kind of important. Keep your hand like this. Not like that or like this, just like this, okay? I'm gonna zoom out so you can check it out as well. So this would be your normal hand position, right? But we're gonna slightly rotate the hand so we get this angle. It's like I don't know what you call like a 45-degree angle here. That's what you wanna do. So if you're able to produce that whip harmonic, then you're free to use your right hand independently of the left hand, which gives you many more opportunities. Cool, so Netwinder has been here since Brutal Bump. Man, that means a lot. It's one of my old tracks. Play guitar behind head. Those are videos from my personal channel. Awesome, man. Okay, so we have our whip harmonic. Now we're gonna proceed with the exact same method of pre-pressing the bar, and then hitting that harmonic using the whip technique, and then releasing the bar. Let's check it out. I like it. Okay, so this is in essence the kind of technique that is going to allow you to do these crazy sounds. All we have to do is start exploring harmonics further down, which leads us to a very interesting topic. Where are those harmonics found? It turns out they're concentrated around the 3rd fret, and this is where it gets interesting. With normal notes, you would typically just have one note per fret, right? So if we're on the G string, we have one note there, which happens to be the B flat. But with harmonics, we actually have 4 notes here. Let's see if I can grab them. Yeah, there they are, 4 notes. One more time. So there you can see how effective this whip technique is in finding those harmonics. Again, I'm being serious here. 4 notes in just 1 fret using harmonics. And this opens up a lot of possibilities. Yudi, what's up, my man? From Bloomsburg, PA. Is that Pennsylvania? Or is it something else? Just guessing here. I'm from Sweden, obviously, so not very good at US geography, but I suspect at least in the US. Okay, so we have 4 notes within this 3rd fret. You should be telling yourself, this is crazy. This is revolutionary. I can start playing melodies without having to move my hand. Awesome. Or something like that. So, and it is pretty cool. We're gonna try to just define where you're gonna start searching. So above the fret wire, just like we did with the 12th fret, you should look while remaining on the G string. Now the G string is the hot string for this kind of thing. So G string over the 12th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret. 7th fret is pretty good actually, easy to find there, usually. And then 5th fret, and then we have the 3rd fret, which actually holds 4 different harmonics. That's where you're gonna search. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, what if I don't have an Ibanez? Maybe I just have a Strat. Well, this works on Strats as well. So let me see if I can just make a guitar switch here, and you can check it out. So here's my Strat with low output single coils. A little bit harder, but for sure. So not a problem on a Strat, you should be able to do it. What if you just have like a 6-point bridge, or even like a cheaper Floyd Rose bridge that isn't floating. So in other words, you can't really bend the string upwards like that. You only have the option of pressing it downwards. Do they still work? Well, let's try it out. Behind the head video, yeah, I think that was a Strat, right? Before I fixed it, yeah, it's this guitar. So play guitar behind the head. If you've seen that video, I probably used the Strat here, I think so. That was a funny video. Okay, so. Does it work? Let's try it. Oh yeah, it works. It doesn't quite give you the option to go crazy with vibrato once you found the pitch, or once you're at the high pitch, but you can still really get some cool effects there without the vibrato effect. You can just go and then down again and do the vibrato down there. That's not a problem. So this is like a cheaper Floyd Rose copy. It's not the best tremolo in the world, but as you can tell, it really this technique works on most guitars with tremolos. Okay, then you might be asking yourself, but what if I lose my tuning when I do this? Well, it happens to the best of us. So first of all, if your guitar has like a double locking tremolo, so in other words, the strings are locked up here, then usually you have better chances of not going out of tune. It still happens though, and if it does happen, basically what you gotta do, let me show you how. The key here is to make sure that your bridge is totally parallel to the body of the guitar. If it isn't, then you're likely to go out of tune whenever you use a tremolo. So on this, I keep forgetting what this tremolo is called. It's Ibanez's own Edge Pro or Low Pro, Edge Low, I can't remember. But it's their own version of Floyd Rose. It's a pretty good tremolo. And it has a marking so that I easily can see if it sits parallel to the body when I don't use the tremolo. So in other words, the exaggerated way of not setting up the tremolo would be like this, right? You don't want it to point upwards like that unless you really know what you're doing. And the opposite is also true. You don't really want it to go down into the body either. Again, it should be parallel. That's when you can, remain in tune. There's another trick. If you got a tune and you notice it, what you can do is quickly bend the string. That can stretch it out again. So in other words, if you do this, do that, and you go out of tune, and you notice it, and bend the string, and hopefully you're okay. Cool, Yuri. Very happy you find it useful, man. Awesome. There we go. I'm going to show you my face again. Thank you, man. Okay, so one final important trick if you have like a Strat type of guitar, or if you don't have a guitar which has a locking nut up here, then what you can do if you go out of tune is to grab, I think what's called a pencil or even a crayon. I'm not sure what the word is, but it's this kind of thing, right? Let me see if you can see that. Because this part of it, the graphite, is perfect for, like it works like a lube for your strings. So you can lubricate the nut here, and you just remove the strings, or when you restring the guitar, apply it in the nut slots, and then string the guitar and apply some on top as well, just in and around it. That's going to make the guitar slide back and forth so that when you use a tremolo, they won't get stuck here. Because that's what happens usually on a Strat when you use the tremolo, or even when you bend and the strings go out of tune. Usually they don't go back to their original position here. Sometimes it's the string tree there that does it as well. So you have to make sure it's lubricated and that the string can freely slide, because just 1 millimeter can kind of prevent the string from going back to its original position, and you're going to be out of tune. Cool, Netwinder, you're gonna sleep in Australia. Awesome. Have a good night's sleep and see you tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, I mean, that's pretty much it for today. That's what I wanted to cover. It's a lot of things to speak about here, but believe me, it's well worth it. This technique is just so much fun. And I just love the shocking effect it has if you can just throw it in. And you can throw it in the middle of a solo or lick. It's gonna blow the audience away. Yeah, it's also a good way to basically cut through the mix if you're playing like in metal band or wherever, when the arrangement is really busy and it's hard to be heard and you can't just go turn up your guitar, then these kind of high-pitched sounds usually help you cut through. So a lot of good stuff here, and I really wish you good luck with this technique. I'm pretty sure that you can at least do the basic natural harmonic basic form, which we discussed in the beginning of the video. And if you can do that, then it's only a matter of time before you can start exploring the other options. Cool, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in, and thanks so much for following us. You know where to find me. You're going to get to see my face again. There I am. Hello. It's either on the GMC forum or here on the YouTube channel or on Instagram, where we actually are most active right now. So I did this live stream there earlier today. Anyhow, thanks so much for tuning in. See you soon again. And until next time, practice, practice, practice. Have a good one. Cheers.